discover how homelessness could happen to anyone.
Dora pulled away from them as though afraid. "No, this is my home," Dora cried.
Inspired by true events, the critically acclaimed dramatic movie, No Address, a novel and audiobook written by 15-time New York Times bestseller Ken Abraham.
Well, that was just a snippet of what we are about to talk about. Again, based on the critically acclaimed movie, which is inspired by true events. No Address is a compelling novel that reminds us to never stop believing in hope. It follows a group of people experiencing homelessness as they struggle to survive on the streets. Today, we are with Ken Abraham, the best-selling author of the book and movie called No Address.
Yes, and joining him is songwriter Griffin, who played a pivotal role in the soundtrack of this movie. They're both in town for a very special book signing. We'll give you all those details in just a moment. But thank you guys for stopping in to see us while you're here.
Great to be with you all. So thank you for having us.
Well, this is such a meaningful project. You know, we are behind it all the way. Please just talk about that inspiration and what led you there.
Well, you know what, Stephanie, it was kind of positive and negative. I live in the Nashville area. I drive by places where you see homeless people and you say, wait a minute, somebody ought to do something about this. Sometimes I would get mad, sometimes I would get sad, but I'd always say, man, somebody ought to do something about this. And it almost seemed like a voice from above saying, okay, Ken, you be somebody. So I've written a bunch of books, but I'd never tried to tackle a subject like this. And then the producers of this movie, No Address, came along and they said, Ken, would you be willing to write the book for the movie? And I said, man, I'm in. I am in. I want to do something like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Documentary, film, book, soundtrack.
Yeah.
Ken, I gotta ask you, you just said, I've written so many books, which you have, I think over 40 maybe.
Yeah, a little more than that.
Oh, yes. Well, I gotta ask you, how did you go about capturing the human side of this crisis, and what did you learn in the process?
That was the most important part. And one of the themes, of course, is that homelessness can happen to anyone. Mm-hmm. And so some of the characters that I was allowed to develop, one, we have a girl who just aged out of foster care. You know, when they age out of foster care, they're on their own. You know, in Tennessee, we've changed the law to 21. It used to be 18. Now, thanks to Jimmy Wayne and some others, it's 21 here in Nashville. But when they age out, they're on the streets. And one of our characters was a young lady who just aged out of foster care. She had nowhere to go. Her friends didn't want her living with them, so she's on the streets. Another part of the story was a young woman who was in Iraq, and she had allowed a little girl to come through her checkpoint, and the little girl had an IED wrapped around her waist, and she didn't know it. She'd seen this little girl come through week after week. This day, she blew up a whole part of the U.S. Marine base there. And so this girl comes back home, and she is just a failure and feels like it was my fault. She winds up on the street. Laura, that's one of the things I learned about this when I was working on this project. So many of our military people are now living on the streets homeless. These guys and women who have served our country so well and poured their lives out for us, now they're out there living on the street. I never realized that before I got involved with the No Address project.
Wow, that is heartbreaking, and it's so complex, Ryan. I couldn't imagine trying to put music to a topic like this. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's pretty nerve-wracking, to be honest, because it's such a big, impactful story and message. I mean, first and foremost, I got to thank Jay DeMarcus and Ava Spelsa, my two co-writers. Jay actually brought me into the project, and as soon as I heard what it was about, I was like, hey, we need to bring Ava in, because Ava started a nonprofit here in the streets of Nashville called Hope on the Row. And so she has frontline experience. And we brought her in, and the message that we kind of I guess, honed down when we were sitting in the writer's room was that we wanted to really shine a light on the human behind the circumstance. Because she was explaining to us that so often they feel invisible. And that's why the song is called Skin Deep. And it says, you know, you're gonna see what you wanna see if you're only looking skin deep. And so that was our whole intention. And I think that's kind of the intention with the book, the movie, the soundtrack.
That's exactly right.
Yes, sir.
You know, I heard something, I can't remember where, but a lot of us, we may be sitting in our cars and we don't look. We don't look at whomever might be standing on the corner.
Yeah.
And I heard that at least look them in the eye. Give them a smile.
So true.
if that's all
Very
you
true.
can give.
You know what? That is absolutely right. I am guilty. I pull in down to Broadway, coming off the interstate, pull down to Broadway, here's some people off to my left, and I will look the other way. Not anymore. Now I don't give them money, okay? I had a friend who would just dole out money to everybody that he passed by on the street corner, and that wasn't the answer. The government is not the answer. Giving people money on the streets is not the answer. But looking that person in the eye and caring about that person, that makes a big difference. And believe it or not, working with a group like a Salvation Army here in Nashville, or the Rescue Mission right down the street from where we are here, those guys are doing an incredible job. We need to support them. They're pros. I mean, this guy's a great musician. I know how to put nouns and verbs in the right order, but those guys at the Salvation Army and the Rescue Mission here in town, they know how to help deal with homeless people. We need to jump in and help them.
We actually did the music video at Nashville Rescue Mission, and that was the one thing that they said, was they were like, just see us, smile at us, you know?
Wow, yeah, I saw that in that music video. What do you hope folks walk away with in hearing the song? Because, I mean, the movie is one thing, the book is another, but just if you hear the song, what do you
I hope they
take?
understand that there's an actual human being behind the circumstance. You know, that's why we talk about, like, it's a mother, father, son, daughter, veteran, could be your third grade teacher. You have no idea. Like, anybody could, is a couple, you know, I guess bad choices or just misfortunes away from being in that situation. And so I think compassion is a big part of it. Like, we just hope people understand and can maybe show a little bit more compassion.
We can all use a bit more of that. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
I
Thank you all.
appreciate
Appreciate
you.
Read more about No Address and be sure to stop by Landmark Booksellers in Franklin this Thursday. They'll both be there signing. Visit noaddressmovie.com.